This video comes from Richard Clark. According to this man, his mate, a postmaster in High Wycombe, was just about to close up shop for the night, when things took a seriously spooky turn. Out of nowhere, the temperature dropped. Not just a little, but like someone had swung open a walk-in freezer. But that was just the beginning. It wasn't until later, when he reviewed the security footage, that he realized something seriously out of the ordinary had gone down that night. Let's watch. Yep, someone or something zipped past the camera so fast, they actually triggered the night vision to shut off. Now, our postmaster isn't exactly the everything is paranormal kind. He's more of the there's a logical explanation kind of guy. But when he replayed the footage, he was left scratching his head, trying to make sense of what he'd just seen. And then, it got even creepier. The top left screen showed him closing up shop as usual. Nothing out of the ordinary. But at the same time, on the bottom screen, some strange interference appeared out of nowhere, and right at the end, a shadowy figure zipped past the camera. After eating our fair share of Reddit skinwalker stories, the woods have always been a huge no-go, unless you fancy dancing with the Reaper. But over on the Treddy YouTube channel, he decided to march on down to the woods, camera in hand, hoping to catch something. But the footage he managed to capture would leave him trembling at the sight of a single branch for the rest of his life. For his sake, we hope that was just some guy in a mask playing a prank. But just in case, make sure to watch your back when you're next walking through a forest, because if you hear a few snapping twigs, it might be lurking right behind you. A woman on TikTok that goes by Firms and Fog often travels and uploads short clips of her adventures on her account. From lakes, beaches, and wildlife, she's managed to capture some beautiful shots of nature. The one her travels led her to a waterfall. She had no idea that she would end up catching something potentially paranormal. After recording a video of the waterfall, she later looked closely at the footage, and it was in that moment that she noticed what looked like someone beneath the falling water. At the bottom of the falls, where the water crashes down below, the faint outline of a figure can be seen. But there's clearly no one standing there, yet something appears to be getting hit by the cascading water. Whatever this is, it seems to move ever so slightly, almost like an invisible force getting pelted by the water. This TikToker is responsive that they were there alone, so what kind of freaky-deaky invisible force is planking in the water? The story behind the building in this next clip is pretty murky, but regardless, abandoned maternity hospital are 3 words that strike fear into the hearts of many, especially for this Kazakhstani urban explorer after realizing his camera caught something truly bone-chilling. Watch closely. Did you notice something? Let's slow it down for you. That's either a shadow person or someone draped in a black cloak, just standing there in the corner like a freakoid. Not sure which one's most terrifying though. But where the hell did it come from? And why is it there in the first place? According to the uploader, this is a video of an abandoned maternity hospital where many atrocities took place. But could that be a lost soul or an evil doctor still lurking around? Or perhaps it was just this dude's mate standing in the background for a good laugh. Leave a comment with your thoughts. Hidden within the woods of Ohio is a tunnel with a dark urban legend attached to it. Known by locals as the Crybaby Tunnel, it was built beneath railroad tracks in 1927. The eerie underpass received its nickname because of a tragedy that occurred many years ago. The story goes that late one night, a distressed mother was carrying her baby while walking along the track. Unfortunately, the two were struck by a train that they never saw coming. Many visitors to the tunnel have reported seeing the ghostly apparition of a woman holding her baby, while others claim to have heard the ghostly cry of a baby echo through the tunnel. The man named Levi from the Apollo Paranormal YouTube channel was intrigued by the story and decided to investigate for himself. So late one night, he made his way to the tunnel, but little did he know what he was about to experience.
So I've been down in here in a place called Crybaby's Tunnel. It's a place that's local around my area, and they say she got hit on the tracks with her baby, or her body was dumped right there in the creek down here. There's something dead right there. Bro, there's something dead right there. A dead deer. It's a dead deer. I've been out here forever trying to get stuff done. This place is spooky. Is anybody out there? Hello? Right. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Bro. Hell no. I know you guys heard that.
While this man was completely alone in the dark tunnel, the sound of a baby crying came from the distance.
Hello? Right.
These chilling cries immediately caused attention, sending him frantically running out of the tunnel. So, could these cries belong to the baby that lost its life? Let me know what you think. The past 7 years, Les Bolster's TV have built a reputation around chasing the things most people run from. Ghosts, demons, cryptids, and everything in between. In one of their most talked about investigations, they visited an abandoned orphanage only to leave early, when team member Jose claimed to have been attacked by something invisible. Weeks later, he went back alone, armed with every tool in his paranormal kit and a need for answers. But what he captured on camera that night, no amount of gear could have prepared him for it. Let's take a look.
¿Qué cojones, tío? ¿Qué es eso, tío? ¿Hola? Tío, ¿qué es eso? Mira. ¡Para! ¡Hostia! ¡Hostia! No me creo lo que acabo de ver. No me lo creo. Estoy cagado, ¿eh? ¡Eres un demonio de mierda! ¡Hostia! ¡Eres un puto demonio de mierda! ¡Hostia! ¡Dios! Dios mío, escucha, Dios mío. ¿Qué son esos gruñidos, tío?
The door at the end of the corridor starts slamming like something's trying to tear it off the hinges. And while Jose doesn't exactly rush towards it to investigate, let's be honest, either would you. That's when the footsteps hit, fast, heavy, and heading straight for him. He bolts because, when you're alone in a creepy-ass abandoned orphanage and something invisible comes charging, sticking around isn't on the list of options. No one was there, but the sounds kept coming, and just as he stepped into the salt circle, a deep growl cut through the silence. Like whatever was following him had no intention of stopping at the line.
¿Estás jugando conmigo? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué quieres, la muñeca? ¿Qué es lo que buscas, la puñetera muñeca? Ahora está fuera del círculo. ¡Llévatela! ¡Ah! ¡Dios! ¡Hostia, hostia, hostia, hostia! ¡Ay! ¡Ay! ¡Hostia!
The reaction, honestly, one for the highlight reel. The second that doll ripped out of his hand, Joe's a note out of there with Olympic-level speed. But all jokes aside, he didn't stick around to investigate, and the night wasn't done with him yet. While trying to pull himself together, he felt a sharp pain cut across his back. And when he went to check, this is what he found.
Dios mío. Dios mío, no sé si se verá, es que no sé cómo enfocarlo. Hostia. ¡Déjame en paz!
It was on Reddit. A user named Borderline Mama shared a post to the Ghost subreddit, seeking answers. She explained that there's an old red truck parked in her backyard, currently being stored there for her cousin. The truck once belonged to her cousin's father, who tragically took his own life in 2011. Well, one day, a camera set up in her yard captured something unusual lingering near the truck. The camera had to snap a photo whenever it detects motion. In one of the images it captured, a chilling white figure appeared near the truck, seemingly peering into the window. This eerie figure doesn't resemble an ordinary person, and what makes this even stranger is this was the only photo where the figure showed up, and according to Borderline Mama, no one should have been in her backyard that late at night. So, could this easily be explained as a neighbor that doesn't exactly know boundaries? Or could this possibly be the spirit of her cousin's father? Exploring a new camping spot, it's never a good idea to wander into the dark, trying to channel your inner Enola Holmes, especially when you haven't got the balls to back it up. That is what this group of friends found out, when they decided to check out the screams they heard in the woods. Armed with flashlights and shaky courage, they ventured deeper into the unknown. And what they captured sent them running for an extra pair of pants.
Oh my god, Phil, it sounds like somebody's being f***ing raped.
You need to have that first match. It's close to your fucking
Phil, that sounds like some scary movie shit.
Dude, I have the biggest fucking revolver ever, dude. I'm fucking good.
Give me first.
That's probably. Dude, we're not nowhere. There's.
Dude, that sounds like some haunted ass shit, dude. What happened to the other steel target?
There's two. Wait, what the fuck?
There's one right there on the ground.
What the fuck is that?
It's on the ground.
What the fuck is that? The fuck is what?
That right there. What the f is that?
Dude, that's not. No.
Please tell me you guys are fucking with me. Oh! No!
Checking out what they thought was a damsel in distress, they went into the woods until they saw a strange-looking doll hanging ominously from a tree, Blair Witch style. As they cautiously approached the object, a piercing scream echoed through the forest, sending their nerves into overdrive. Of course, as anyone with half a brain would do, they darted out of there, never to return.
Oh! No!
This next clip, which was posted to Facebook, has racked up thousands of views and really kicked up a debate. It was uploaded by a person named Ahmed Shah, but the original source is unknown. The video shows a group of friends driving late at night, with the camera recording the passengers in the back, and at first, it seems just like a normal video. However, eagle-eyed viewers notice something pretty creepy in the video. Watch closely. What looks like a face with glowing eyes appears in the window and stares in before fading away, like it was never there. Facebook users say that this is the face of a ghost, and some point out that it would be impossible for anyone to keep up with the speed of the car. But what do you think of this clip? Is it the face of a ghost, or is there another explanation? Let me know your thoughts on this one.